today I will be reviewing the Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 9, Episode 12. So the opening scene starts out with Phaedra and Kenya. And Phaedra was basically confirming if Kenya was going to come glamping, whatever that is, with the rest of the group. I also feel that Phaedra was trying to reconcile things between Kenya and Portia, because this rift is growing and Phaedra really didn't handle it too good in the previous episodes, because you know how everything that Portia said to you last episode was correct. You know how Kenya is. Portia's been your ride or die. So you really need to support her and figure out what's going on and have her back when Kenya gets in the mood to just start causing trouble with people, degrading people. Kenya has a real problem. And I've said this since day one, but everybody who watches the show knows that Kenya has a problem. But this time I kind of looked a little deeper into the situation. Like, what is really, really wrong with this girl? And we all know she had a rocky childhood. You know, I feel bad for that. She's not the only person with a bad childhood. Like I said before, you have to figure your shit out and fix it. And she has a hard time figuring her shit out because she has a hard time looking at herself. Everything is always somebody else's fault. Now, that's just a proven fact. She always does that. Like, she's never the bad guy here. And I'm going to add to that a little bit because I'm thinking I'm getting to the bottom of this. Kenya's nastiness and lack of pleasantness where no one wants to be around her may stem from some kind of defense mechanism. And what I mean by that is Kenya has been hurt before, like we all have, but stemming at a young age in childhood. Your mother rejecting you is 10 times worse than being rejected by a man, friends, anything. It leaves a pain in your heart that can stay sometimes a whole lifetime. And Kenya seems to be going on the whole lifetime trip because she's just not trying to get any better. But when you face that kind of pain, you don't like it. So you develop a defense mechanism is, I'm going to get them before they can get me. Which means you live a life of anger and you're always on the defensive. Now, this doesn't take away from her consequences or gives her a pass to be the jackass that she is. This is just a simple explanation that this could be the reason why she has such a hard time keeping relationships, not just with men, with everybody. And that leads me into my next scene. Moving on. Cynthia, who is sweet as pie, like Cynthia's just got a really good heart, decided to throw you a bone, Kenya. She was like, I'm going to go and talk to Matt for you. Because this whole Matt thing is just getting out of hand. It's getting worse and worse. And it doesn't even have to be. There's no reason for it. If he cheated on you, that we'd be like, go ahead. You know, like, do your thing. This thing could drag out forever. If he beat your ass, we'd be like, go ahead, drag this on as long as you want. But you guys don't have any real reason why you're arguing, except for Kenya, that you're doing what you usually do, and you're talking down to people as if they're 3 years old. Now, defense mechanism or not, you don't want anybody to talk to you like that. Like, you are ruining your relationships. And I don't think you believe me when I was like, Kenya, you're going to end up alone. Like, nobody can deal with that. Like, and it pushes people away. If Matt's supposed to be your number one ally, you're supposed to be treating him the best in the world. than you do anybody else. But no, you expect him to treat you the best and you not to return the favor. So I don't blame Matt. I mean, Matt, okay, so Cynthia went to go talk to Matt. And first of all, I haven't seen him in a couple episodes. And every time I see him, he's still cute. Like, the boy is cute. That's another reason, Kenya, that you're dumb. You're going to leave a man like that out on his own. He's going to get snapped up like that. But I guess you don't want him because you want to be right. Like, you just want everything your way. And he's supposed to talk to you and be your puppet. Like, this is why you're going to end up alone. But you have a good friend, Cynthia. She goes to talk to the guy. She asks the questions you should be asking. Like, what's wrong? What can we do to fix this? But now, you know when you're in third grade and you send your friend over to tell the boy that you think he's cute and then they end up dating the guy? That was a third grade move. You send Cynthia over there. And poor little Cynthia, she really had your back. She wasn't saying anything that wasn't true. Kenya, everybody knows something is wrong with you. Now, with that being said, nobody wants anything to be wrong with you. We want you to get healthy and act like you got some sense. Because you do have a nice side and a funny side and you're pretty. But that ugly side that you got that always wants to be right, that demeans people, and you start putting up defenses is just ugly. Like, nobody can be around that. And if something's going right, like if you have a good friend like Marlo or whoever you choose to be your good friend, you're bound and determined to mess it up. Like, you're on a 6-month time schedule. In 6 months, it's time for Kenya to get rid of whoever she's hanging out with now and move on. I don't get you. So your friend does you a favor, and what do you do in return? You jump down her throat. You tell her she doesn't have your back. You talk down to her, because that's what you do. And then you storm off. Storm off. Now I gotta cut this speech short for a minute. I gotta stop. Because she stormed off from Cynthia's lake house. Now I just want to say, this is a whole nother subject. It just came across my... Cynthia, I think you have the best house of all the girls. Like, I loving the beach house. Now, it's not the biggest. It's not the most expensive. Like Sherree's house. Sherree's house is beautiful, hands down. And on paper, most people would say Sherree had the best house. But not for me. Like, I don't need a house that I got to worry about my going to foreclosure every couple weeks. Because that house payment's got to be hefty. I don't need a house so big that I got to text you or call you, be like, Cairo, can you bring me some cookies? Because you can't just yell until the next room. It's too big. With that being said, I think it's what you wanted, and you'll have your family in this house. And I have a feeling that Bob will be back in that house with you. Now, I know everybody's not feeling Bob, but I'm feeling Bob Sherree. And you need to stick with Bob as long as he's acting right. See, there's a clause in there. As long as he's acting right. Because Cairo's parents need to stay together just in case you ever get in the mood to make another Cairo. And by the way, where he's been. I'm missing me some Cairo. Like, we need more Cairo camera time. I'm just saying. Now, what was I talking about? Anyway. Oh, yeah, moving on. Poor little sweet Cynthia tried to help you out. You storm off in a third grade fit or temper tantrum. And Val never talking to anyone again. I don't know what you're yelling. I need to leave. Oh, there's so much in here. Whatever, Kenya. Look, Cynthia, don't do her no more favors. Like, please. And plus, you'll be on her shit list in a couple months anyway, because that's what she do. She just don't want to get along with anybody. She don't want no... I mean, if she could, she'd get rid of Twirl and King, because she'll find some fault in them too. Kenya, take your father's advice. Go get some counseling. But anyways, and you seem to be the butt of a lot of arguments on the show. I.e., Portia. I don't understand why you're going for Portia. She really didn't do anything to you. I mean, you just picked a fight with her for no earthly good reason. I mean, you're trying to get her to hit you again. she's not going to do it. She's trying very hard. And good for you, Portia. Hang in there. Don't let her push you to that level. See, I used to be about like Portia a long time ago. Like, I used to have a temper. But and I know how hard it is that what she's doing. Portia, see, hang in there. I know it's a lot of work because, girl, I don't even think anybody will say anything if you hit Kenya again. But you can't do it. You can't do it. Andy Cohen will have a fit. Don't do it. But Kenya, you're steady pushing. You're starting trouble with her. You're starting trouble with Sharrell. Now, unlike Portia, you have met your match in Sharrell. Oh, Lord, you'd have met your match in Sharrell. Sharrell does not play. First of all, I am loving some Sharrell this year. Okay? She can go tit for tat if you want to get third grade and cuss somebody out. Or she can get devious and bring Messy Marlo on the show to do the job for her. Hats off to Miss Sharrell. Loving Sharrell. Bringing Marlo to this trip was a well-calculated but can't be proven plan. Now, you know you did it on purpose so she can get Kenya and you didn't have to do anything but sit back and laugh, but we can't prove it. So that makes the plan even more masterful. So let's talk about this damn trip. So they all get on the bus, getting ready to go glamping. And before anybody can say anything, here comes Kandi, coming for Portia. So it was a good idea, Portia, that you did bring your sister, because I'm not understanding what's going on with you and Kandi, but I know Candy's the one that's coming for you. And she's doing it in a really tacky way. Now, if something else is going on, we don't know. So, but I'm thinking that she's coming for you because you are close to Portia. So that leads me to something here. I mean, because you're close to Phaedra. So I was wondering, is it possible that what Phaedra said about Shamia, now, supposedly she whispered it. Phaedra, now, you're my girl. Remember the whole Flint thing? I can never hate you. But it doesn't make me blind. You knew what you were saying. You didn't forget you were on camera when you were like, Shamia and Kandi. Now look, if this is true, I mean, whoa! Like, that could be a reason why Kandi not feeling you and trying to get you to shut up before anything happens. Now, because that's something that you don't go back and tell, even if you are mad at someone. You just don't do anything like that, Phaedra. Still love you, but that would be a low blow. And I'm wondering, is this what's going on? Do you know so much about Kandi and she found out you're whispering about some of her secrets till she's done with you and anything ain't got anything to do with you? Your damn mother, your dog, if you had one. Like, this could be what's going on with Kandi. If that's what's going on with Kandi, I will always love you, Phaedra. That was a low blow. Now, because I don't see anybody just making that up for no reason. But if you made it up for no reason, Phaedra, I still love you. You would just never be the kind of friend that I would tell anything to, because I cannot not like you because of the whole Flint thing. So I promise, gotta keep my promise. I'll still like you, but that would be who makes stuff up like that about people? That's why I'm thinking this might be true. Just the way Kandi acts towards Shamia, you never know. Somebody could have had a late night, and maybe Shamia don't want her new fiance to know. Maybe can't. Who knows? But if you made it up, no. But anyway, we get on the bus, and what did everybody do? They came for Portia. I'm talking about Kenya and Kandi. And that would be the only thing that makes sense why you keep coming for Portia. So, but, have no fear. Marlo's here. So that's where it ended. I'm sure before the trip is over, Messy Marlo, my girl, now, but you messy as hell, Marlo, this is why I love you. And you will read Miss Kenya when the time is right. So that's what I'm waiting for. Because I'm watching this shit because I'm loving me some Marlo. I don't care if you're a prostitute. That's another thing. If you really are a prostitute, why would Kenya say it out in public like that? Like, you just can't trust bitches these days, now can you? Like, was always taught, if a friendship ends, that those secrets go with you. You don't tell your friends secrets because you're mad. But whatever is about to go down, I will be there next week for Messy Marlo to handle her business. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.